Are you stuck in a cycle of sugar cravings that's absolutely sabotaging your weight loss no matter how hard you train? I understand because I used to demolish Pop Tarts and cookies daily, and it kept this stubborn gut and these love handles on me despite crushing ab workouts every week. So today I'm showing you exactly how I broke free and how you can too. Most people think that sugar cravings are a willpower problem, that if you just had more discipline, you could resist. But your cravings are actually biological, and fighting them is making everything worse. So what I mean by that is your body is actually designed to crave sweetness. All right, so your taste buds, your entire digestive system is wired for sweetness. So if your body is designed to crave sweet foods, here's the big question: what sweet food were you designed to eat? Before we started living in these boxes and shopping in these boxes, these grocery stores, and eating food in boxes made in boxes, right? These laboratories, there was only one natural sweet option in nature, and that is fruit. We have color vision specifically tuned to see reds, oranges, yellows, the exact colors of ripe fruit. Our hands are perfectly designed for grasping and picking fruits, right? Not clawing and tearing. And we can't produce our own vitamin C, which is a crucial vitamin for human beings. And you know what's loaded with vitamin C? Fruits. But here's what's happening: your body sends you a sweet craving signal, and you just give it cookies and candy bars and Pop Tarts, and it keeps asking for more because that's not what it's asking for. And maybe you eat an apple a day or 2 bananas or a cup of grapes, but that is nowhere near the volume that your body actually needs when it sends that sweet craving. And this is exactly why I couldn't lose my gut no matter how hard I trained, until I figured out what comes next. So the problem isn't that you love sweets. The problem is you're eating the wrong kind of sweets. Processed sugar, like in candies and baked goods, they're very dried out and they're mixed with fats and like milk and oil and this dry flour that clog your blood cells and trap sugar in your bloodstream. And this is what causes that blood spike and the crash and the fat storage and eventually diabetes. But fruit sugar, on the other hand, comes in this package, right, with fiber and structured water and these living activated digestive enzymes that allows it to pass through your bloodstream efficiently and actually feed your cells and satisfy the craving your body is actually asking for. And think about this: sugar is the primary source of energy for every cell in your body. So what do most people eat? We eat bread and pasta and potatoes and cereals. These are starches that your body has to work extremely hard to convert these starches into usable sugar, right? Burns massive digestive energy. Fruit, on the other hand, is already sugar. It's ready to go. It's ready to use as energy. Zero conversion needed. So that energy your body would have wasted, this big digestive process, now goes towards breaking down and eliminating the waste in your body already that's showing up as the belly fat and the love handles. So this is the secret. This is how the weight drops. Step one is to just replace your breakfast with a big fruit meal. Swap out the dry, oily eggs, toast, meat, cereals, grains. Okay, these are just stacking more waste on top of what's already backed up inside of you. And replace these with big meals of oranges and plums and pears and melons and grapes and cherries and dragon fruit and kiwis and berries and banana smoothies. Eat these big fruit meals in the morning until you're completely satisfied. My go-to after 6 years of doing this daily, of eating a high fruit diet, is 5 to 6 room temperature bananas. And you want these bananas spotted like a cheetah. That's when they're converted from starch to easily digestible sugar. And then you put like 2 or 3 handfuls of frozen blueberries and then just a little bit of water to blend it. You don't need milk, okay? Milk is fat too. We don't want to mix that fat with the sugar. And it's really critical, it's crucial to eat fruit alone on an empty stomach. All right, not with granola, not with nuts, not with seeds, just fruit. So what this does for fat loss is the living activated digestive enzymes in the fruit and the structured water in the fruit lubricate and break up undigested waste sitting in your gut, allowing it to finally be eliminated. Because all that excess weight, it's just undigested waste from food that your body can't recognize, let alone process and break down. Dry candy bars and these baked goods just get clogged up and create layers of waste within you. And you can't just drink water to break it up, okay? That dilutes your stomach acid even more and makes things worse. The only solution is to replace these processed sweets with fruit meals and start making fruit-based desserts and snacks, which is why I've created a free guide with easy, delicious fruit meals and snacks that kill your sweet cravings and help you drop weight fast. These are the same meals that finally helped me lose my gut, as well as all of my clients. So you can grab it completely free via link in the description. Now, step 2 is to eat your biggest meal when digestion is strongest. So after that fruit breakfast that sets up your body for fat burning, eat your largest meal in the middle of the day between 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. This is when your digestive power is at its absolute peak strongest. So we have an internal clock, an internal biological clock within us called our circadian rhythm. And this circadian rhythm is synced perfectly with the sun and the moon. And when the sun reaches its highest point from 12:30 to 2:30, your digestive fire reaches its highest point too. This is when your body produces the most stomach acid, meaning food gets broken down completely instead of just getting stuck and stored as belly fat. With this biggest meal in the middle of the day, some key moves for this meal is to cut out all oils. Okay, even the olive oil, even the avocado oil, even the coconut oil, they're extremely clogging to your body and calorically dense, right? One spoonful of oil is like 150 calories of pure concentrated fat. So prioritize just steaming your sweet potatoes and vegetables. If you have to saute, just use like vegetable broth. Another key move for this meal is to always pair it with non-sweet fruits, cucumber slices, celery sticks, bell pepper slices, lettuce even, because cooked food has zero water, very dehydrating, and it has zero enzymes in it. And these are the two things your body needs to break down food efficiently. And this is why you get thirsty during your cooked food meals, because cooked food is very dehydrating. It's pulling the water out of your body, and you drinking water with or right after your meals is actually diluting your stomach acid and makes digestion worse. So the fix for that, for every 2 bites of cooked food you have, eat a slice of cucumber, or eat a little piece of celery, eat a bite of celery, or a bell pepper slice, okay? This gives your body the water and the enzymes it needs to actually eliminate that food, that cooked food. Because right now, if you're just having cooked food with nothing fresh in it, half or more of that is getting stuck inside of you. Now, the real fast track here is just to gradually start weaning off of cooked food, because here's the truth. We're the only species that cooks our food, and we're the only species that's chronically sick and overweight. So if you want to accelerate fat loss, try to make cooked food only about 15% of your daily calories at most. Just some steamed sweet potato and maybe some steamed veg. But the rest should just be big, nourishing, absolutely delicious salads. These also have that water content and those living digestive activated enzymes that are going to help break down stored waste within the body. Now let's be real for a second. The only reason we love a good salad is because of the sauce or the dressing. But every store-bought dressing or sauce is loaded with inflammatory oils, gums, and hidden syrups that just clog your system and spike inflammation and completely stall your weight loss. And that's why I put together a free list of my favorite, easy to make 5 to 6 ingredient sauces and dressings you can make at home in under 5 minutes. No oils, no junk, just pure flavor that'll make you actually crave salads. And these are the recipes that help me drop the gut, the love handles, and keep it off for 6 years now. So I'll leave that link for that below the fruit meals link. Seriously, once you taste how good a salad with your homemade dressing can be, you'll wonder why you ever settled for the heavy, greasy stuff. So grab those recipes below. They're absolutely game changers. Now, step 3 is so we got the fruit breakfast, we got the biggest meal in the middle of the day. Step 3 is to have a light dinner. So like a smoothie bowl, maybe a fruit salad, maybe a light soup or a nice salad. And you want to finish eating this meal, this dinner, 3 hours before bed. So if you go to bed at 10 p.m., you should be done eating completely by 7 o'clock. Just have some water or some warm water maybe, or some caffeine-free tea if you're craving some stimulation after that 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Because that's a big reason why we want food at night, is to be stimulated. But that's a whole nother topic that I've probably covered in one of my other videos. Anyways, finish this meal at least 3 hours before bed, and this lets your body break down that meal before you sleep. So when you are sleeping, your body can spend the whole night processing and eliminating all the other undigested food within you, instead of being stuck on this one heavy meal all night. So that's the complete system right there. Do this consistently and the weight will drop without any exercise. I've seen it happen over and over with all of my clients, with myself. You're not adding in anything complicated to your life. You're just swapping the wrong inputs for the right inputs that your body was naturally designed for, and finally letting your natural body do what it's been trying to do all along. So to give you a quick recap, your action plan. Number 1 is your sugar cravings are biological, okay? So give your body the fruit it's designed for. Don't fear the fruit. And in the morning, have a big fruit meal to replace a heavy breakfast and kickstart that waste elimination. And just snack on fruit whenever you want throughout the day. Dates, bananas, grapes, plums. These are great for curbing sugar cravings and helping your body burn fat. Number 2, step 2 is between 12:30 and 2:30, have your biggest meal. This is when your digestion is at its peak strongest. Cut out the oils and make sure you're pairing them with non-sweet fruits like cucumber slices, some celery, some bell pepper slices, or even just some fresh lettuce. And then the bonus is to just kind of wean off of cooked food gradually, down to 15% at most of your calories every day. Right? Focus on those big, nourishing, enzyme-rich salads. You will thank me later. And these are actually going to give you energy too. You're not going to be all slumped, okay? And then for dinner, have a light one and have it early, 3 hours before bed. This isn't about restriction. This is what I call strategic replacement. If you give your living, water-based, electric body what it's actually asking for, which is living, water-based, electric fruit and water-rich foods like greens, the cravings disappear and the weight drops and the gut flattens. So grab those free guides below and start tomorrow morning. Let's do this. And just to give you guys some real world examples, this is literally what I've been eating all day. I've got some papayas. I've been eating oranges. I had like 7 oranges and some papayas, some bananas. I gotta stack up on more fruit, but I've got some oranges, some lettuce. I'm gonna make a salad. Just got some sauces other than that, some almond butter, a little bit of jelly, which I make with bananas. I don't eat bread. And I got some hummus. This is really good too to make salad dressings with. Put some lime and hummus. Also Dijon mustard, really good. Just a couple of hot sauces. I got this little cashew cheese that's really good as well. And I bought this too. This is pretty good. Cheers. Much love.